Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And when you review his performance last week in the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
He was taken down.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taken in at the 22. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 47 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Prescott from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Juwan Winfrey there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Third down.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a play fake. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run. Devontae Freeman. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Buccaneers 0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go. And he used those wheels of his to absolutely devastating effect.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Brings their line to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually...
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Brady. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Here's Freeman. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll have a 1st down past the 40.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And it is now 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the fourth overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19. Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Brady, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Escapes the defender. So we've come upon halftime. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, All right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cooper's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First down, Prescott. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Freeman. And that one going nowhere there from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Boys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he fields it cleanly. There he goes.
Don't worry
right
about it, baby. Don't worry about it.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now, Clay. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
10th carry now for Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Rick Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.